astronauts who are on that. We are still waiting for Jeremy Hansen, the Canadian, and Commander Reed Weissman to join them on the USS P. Mertha. Gio, thank you for being back with us. Just seeing them finally get on solid ground now. What do you think that means to them?
Well, I mean, I'm thinking about this entire journey that they've been on.
They're going to get off now.
This incredible journey, making history together, but also showing the world how humanity can come together. I mean, from the very beginning, when I spoke with Victor Glover, and I asked him, I said, you know, there's so much division in this world. What is it that you see when you look down on planet Earth? And he said, I saw one humanity. That's what I see. I see one humanity. So I think what's remarkable is they're going to have some time to actually reflect on everything they've just witnessed, everything they've been through together. I mean, imagine being in those tight quarters for 10 days. That's remarkable. I mean, Susan, you were on the shuttle, so that was a much bigger space, right?
Right. We had all the space in the world because we had a laboratory even, so it was very roomy in there. Even though there were 7 astronauts, we had plenty of space.
And so this one, they were in these tight quarters. We even had some plumbing issues. Christina Cook told me that she was the plumber who was fixing the toilet that famously broke a couple of times there in space. But it's remarkable because I've been inside the Orion capsule, and it's not.
Look at the 2 guys looking outside.
For them,
that's
they're
nuts.
reflecting on what it is that they just went through, but I think most important.
I would imagine how hard it is to land that huge animal.
Take a look. The second
That's
helicopter
crazy.
landing on the USS John
And those guys go running.
4 astronauts are now
That is so cool.
on solid ground. Commander
To
Reed
put something on
Weissman,
either
pilot
side.
Christina Cook and Jeremy Hansen, all
There were 4 individual
they will eventually go through
helicopters, because there was another one coming, like in the background.
I want to talk to you real quick. They've gone through everything. They've gone through weightlessness for days. They've gone through intense speeds getting back into the Earth's atmosphere. They've gone through a splashdown where I'm sure they felt something, and now rocky waters.
Oh, they're holding the helicopter down,
Astronauts on their way back in there. What do you think
like
they're
anchoring
feeling
it.
right now?
All of the tires, got it.
I think it's a combination.
They're doing
of
something with the
feeling
tires.
Elated, and they're feeling exhausted. And you know, you can't underestimate them. Not only have they worked hard for the past almost 10 days, they've been sleeping in weightlessness, which, you know, you may fall asleep well and it may be decent sleep, but they're not getting enough sleep. And they're working, their brains are working hard. And even though all they're doing is floating, it uses all your muscles in your body to get anything done. So they're exhausted. They're going to get a really good night's sleep after they can come down from the high of what just happened.
Are you kidding me? Yeah.
This must be really amazing sleep. It's not.
It's a combination of amazing sleep and then not amazing sleep.
There's the other one.
It's a combination.
So there
of the
were
2.
4 individual
You like
helicopters.
sleeping in your bed at home. You know, if you're on a long duration flight, you can totally get used to it. Like,
Beautiful.
you know, and then you have trouble adjusting back to sleeping in a bed. But we like feeling something against our body when we sleep, and so it takes.
Why are
a
they
while to
still
get used to that.
rotating? The propellers are still rotating.
All right, good evening, everyone. I'm Micah Jachi, in for Lindsay Davis. Thanks
I
so
wonder
much for
why.
sharing with us. We're going to begin with the awe-inspiring grand finale to NASA's historic Artemis II mission. The 4 astronauts emerging safely from their space capsule. Mission specialist Christina.
Okay, pausing. I'm pausing because we already saw this one. I already posted a video with this before.
Seeing these pictures right here.
This is amazing.
Okay.
And this brings you back to the
So he's
Apollo
sitting
days
there.
when the Apollo astronauts would get aboard the Navy ships and everybody was usually on board cheering for them. I mean, this is just something that hasn't happened in more than 50 years. And, you know, I know it took a while to get them out, but think about it. They had currents to deal with. They had to get the collar around. It's not like they practiced this very often, you know, to make it. You saw how many people it took in the water to get it all going, and they took their time and did it safely, and that's what's most important.
Yeah, we can also
Oh, there's 2 of them in there in one helicopter. Okay.
Other members of the United States Navy essentially surrounding them, all smiles. Gio, Susan Coleman cannot thank you enough for your perspectives.
Thank you so much.
You got it. And now we're going to go to ABC News' Trevor all at a watch party at the Air and Space Museum in San Diego. Trevor, first things first, I just want to hear what that crowd sounded like when they saw those crew members. Actually, no, hold on, not Trevor. We're going to Nick Natario. Sorry about that. You know, it's live TV here. KTRK's Nick Natario at NASA's Johnson Space Center in Houston. Let me ask you, Nick. We're
The medics?
seeing the Artemis crew members
Oh.
finally on solid
Oh,
ground.
okay. They
What's it
have
like there
wheelchairs.
inside Mission Control?
Interesting.
Well, there's a lot of excitement here at the Johnson Space Center in Houston, and we're going to hear from flight directors and people that made this all possible in less than a half an hour. They're getting the room set up right now to give us a briefing as to what happened in mission control, how the families are doing, how the astronauts are doing, what they've been able to say and hear from them since they've come back down to Earth. You know, there's been a lot of serious faces on those in mission control in the last 10 days. A much different situation. They get maybe let loose when they walk out on stage. But we knew it was going well, this mission, because every time they walked out, they all had smiles. You know, it's been a good 10 days for the people here at Mission Control at the Johnson Space Center, but not just for them, for a lot of the employees. You know, there's a watch party here, and there's been a lot of excitement. Job well done for these folks. That's the way they're feeling, because some of them have spent almost 20 years making today a reality. So there's certainly a lot of excitement as they not only cheer this mission, but also, they now have to get ready for Artemis 3, like a year away, and Artemis 4 in less than 2 years to actually put humans back on the moon. So, it's like when, I guess, you think about when a team wins a playoff game, they celebrate that one night, and then you get ready for the next opponent. So that's what I would imagine we're going to hear from Mission Control. Yeah, they're excited, but they all know that the mission isn't over. Now they've got to get ready for these big 2 missions in the next couple of years.
And right now you can see
Oh, they're gonna go to the next ones?
The
same people?
Christina Cook and Jeremy Hansen right there on the USS John P. Murtha. They are taking their pictures, essentially capturing a moment that wowed an entire world. Nick, the astronauts' families are there. Explain what they might be doing and feeling right now.
Well, they've been in Mission Control. They're watching from the viewing gallery. It's like a theater behind Mission Control, and they've been sitting in there watching on the big screens everything go down with their loved ones. And after being in Mission Control, I imagine they'll return home for the night, and one more night without their astronaut loved ones, as they're going to be returning back to Houston at some point tomorrow. From what we're hearing, it may be afternoon, early evening, when the astronauts return back to Houston. But certainly there was some angst on them as they're watching in the gallery, but now a lot of excitement. And it was great when we saw those astronauts get pulled off of the Orion spacecraft. You could hear the cheers from Mission Control. I was watching on the screen. You could see the gallery behind them. They were all getting into it as well, and that's where the families were. So you show that they're thrilled and ecstatic. I'm sure they can't wait to talk to them on the phone, maybe do some video chats as well as they reconnect with them now that they're here back on Earth.
NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman is there on the Navy. He is hugging and consulting those 4.
Hey, there's one that's walking. Oh shit, he can hardly walk.
Okay. Nick, can you explain
With 2 people next to him. Why didn't they get him a wheelchair?
Yeah, so what we're seeing now is they're being brought back to that Navy ship, and they're going to be checked out in a medical unit there on the ship. Then they're going to be brought back to San Diego. And at that point, NASA has a number of studies that they're going to put them through. So they're going to be checking for looking at their bodies to see how deep space has impacted them. So they're going to put them through
interesting.
obstacle courses, even where they're going to check their
Obstacle
balance to see how
courses.
well that is going, because even though
Wow.
it was just 10 days, from what we've been told from NASA scientists, is that they still become disoriented for a few days. So they do these balance tests to see how they're doing. So it's not just how they're doing
That's crazy.
physically, make sure that medically everything is all right, but they're trying to get them so that way they can walk and move well. And it's going to be a difficult couple of days. Then after that's done, they're going to eventually board a plane and come right here to Houston. Now they're going to come to Ellington Airport. So if you've flown to Houston before, you probably know Bush or Hobby are the 2 main airports, but NASA uses Ellington, which is only about 10 miles or so from the Johnson Space Center. And when they land, we're told that you're going to have a number of NASA employees there, but also the astronauts.
Oh, that one's walking. Is that her? Oh, the wheelchair guy behind her. Okay.
And we're told that they're going to
Well,
be
thank
at
goodness.
Hamilton when they get here tomorrow, and I'm sure that's going to be a sight.
That's crazy. Look at that.
Nick, thank you so much. And right now you are watching Christina Cook walking across that deck there on the USS Martha, and she's going right now
Wow.
to the medical deck to be checked out, make sure that everything is okay. We know right now that ABC News' Trevor Ault. He's at that watch party at the Air and Space Museum in
I'm
San
so
Diego.
happy.
Trevor, you have
Jump.
a front row seat to witnessing history. You're seeing right
I'm
now
so happy.
saving
Jump,
the
clap.
sound on solid ground on that USS
That's all I watch all day.
They are coming out, taking pictures, waving.
Oh, there's the other guy.
Massive smiles on their faces. Victor Glover himself is about to walk
Oh,
across
and
the
they're
ship.
hugging people. It's so sweet.
What's the mood there where you are?
They must feel so blessed, so loved. I mean, it's just accepting and approving people. It's just being human. Oh, oh, he's, oh. Oh. Yay. So sweet. Aw. They're kind of wobbly, yeah. Look at Parecito. At least they have the wheelchair behind. Oh. Oh, how sweet. Oh, so sweet. Oh.
Of course, you don't have to have these personal ties to feel profoundly impacted by everything that what we have seen today. The countless family members, people holding their children, their grandparents and their grandchildren.
So sweet.
Each and every one of every age. Openly,
And the last guy
cheering and celebrating
with the wheelchair behind him. Good. I would be freaking out, man.
have not seen in so many years, if at all.
Like,
We saw that.
oh, he's wobbling too.
This was going to be a very special day, that this was a much larger crowd than they have had going back decades. So here they also were seeing something that they've never seen before.
Poor people. Oh my goodness.
Important it was to take in everything
That's
that you were
crazy.
seeing. You hear the crowd continuing
Wow.
to
This is so historic.
non-stop every single checkpoint from the re-entry to
Like, beautiful, historic moment.
every single astronaut getting off of Integrity, every single one getting onto the helicopter, getting off of the helicopter. They are profoundly grateful for the health and safety of all of these astronauts and what they have done. And of course, we know that that inspiration is going to carry over. So many people just here in San Diego,
The end.
not to